So with that being said, what's your score for this house?
I would have given them a 6.
I'm gagged.
Let the ball begin. Legendary, legendary. I really wanna
Just know I'm gonna get under your skin when it comes to Balenciaga.
You cannot come for me and Balenciaga. Okay? Like, it's not going to happen. But anyways,
I don't need
welcome
to.
guys.
They came for themselves.
Welcome back. Shady. Very shady today. We're here to talk about this freaking episode of Legendary. Crazy. I almost had a freaking heart attack today. This week, we're going to be talking about pop art. That's a theme. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe your favorite parts of this video, and click the notification bell and follow me on Patreon because I'm popping over there. Let's get into it. All right. Episode 5. What do you think of the theme? The theme was Pop-Tart. Did you get it right away, or were you like, what's that?
At first, I was a little confused. I was like, pop and tart. I was like, what is that? But
You're like, is this
as I
breakfast
got to
items?
see it- yeah, I was like, what the hell? Because listen, they was making me hungry. Like, but overall, I love the game. This was probably one of the best episodes to date.
It was really good. A
so
lot of people
good.
did well.
Yes, a lot of them, except for a few. But we'll get into the things like
We're not going to mention that. But let's talk about the judges. Now, I freaking screamed when I saw Megan walk out because she was giving me pop art, but she was serving as the brat. And I was like, she looks so much like the brat. This is freaky. I loved everything about it.
It was so sickening. And unlike last week, I loved everybody's looks.
I liked Law's look. I liked the hair because
yes, the hair was.
I personally don't like seeing him in a long straight weave. I don't think he has the face to carry it. Law has a very weak face.
Yep.
No shade. It's just like what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you have the face to carry it though.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, but we'll see one day. I don't like the straight wigs he wears sometimes, but this, I loved it. I liked Megan's look. Jamila, I liked the makeup. I didn't care for the dress. Taraji P. Henson, guest judge, she looked amazing. She was giving me my 90s fantasy.
Cookie.
I loved everything about Taraji's look. It was a little pedestrian, and I follow her stylist, so I was hoping for more. But it spoke to her personality, and I was like, she's a down-to-earth girl. I like this for her.
Definitely. It definitely did speak to personality as well. Like, this was such a fresh, a breath of air just to have her compared to Normani last week. It was just, she gave me everything.
You keep coming for Normani.
No, I do not. No, I do. No, I am not. Let me rephrase that. I'm not coming for Normani.
If you don't like her, it's okay. No one will
Who
say
said
anything.
that?
I mean, you said that. I'm just kidding.
Who said that? No, I like Normani, but it was just nice to have Taraji. I love Taraji. I loved her since baby boy.
Taraji gives you personality. She gives you like warmth. It's not just about let me do this as a gig to come on be on TV. She's like, I'm here to have fun, and so I like that about her. She's not taking it too seriously. This week, the houses had to do an all-house production where Vogue meets hip hop, and I was like, this could be real cute if it's done right. It could be real cute.
Because listen, some of these houses, you could tell that hip hop was not their strong suit.
That part. A lot of them, they can tell that they're Voguers, or some of them are just runway people, face people, and hip hop wasn't really their forte. But for the most part, most of the houses did a pretty decent job, in my opinion.
Yep.
first up was the house of Icon. What do you think of them?
Icon. Okay. The performance overall, I'm gonna start with my score. I give him an 8 because at the beginning, I love the way Jamil was at the DJ booth and stuff and like setting the tone. But I felt like a lot of their moves, hip hop moves, could have been precise and clean,
Yeah.
and they could have been
Uh,
sync.
I didn't have a lot of thoughts on this group, on this house. I keep saying groups, and it's like I want to make sure to say houses because it's
Yeah.
a house situation in ballroom. But I thought the outfits were cute.
Yeah.
The performance itself didn't feel as cohesive and strong and as together as I wanted it to feel.
Yeah.
I would have given them a cute little 7 and kept it pushing.
You
But
know what it
yeah.
is, Michael? I felt like since they went first,
Yeah,
the
it was.
performance that they had wasn't memorable.
But the judges were gagged. The judges were like, "Oh, if this is the first thing we're gonna see, then everything else is gonna be amazing." And I cannot wait to see how everyone else is gonna fail in comparison to these icons and legends and stars. However,
And
that is
statements.
not what we got.
Right, but overall, I give them a strong 8 because their outfits, I know the category wasn't looks, but if it was, they were top tier of the night. Like, okay.
The looks were good.
makeup
The looks were
included.
really good.
Yeah.
The Superior House is next. The House of Ava. What?
Sure, this was not just because he already knew I was going to say something.
Why you laughing? Like, why you laughing
Michael, you
though?
already knew I was going to say something. Go ahead, Shady Booth.
Anyways, unfortunately, Honey Balenciaga was not able to participate this week because
Yeah.
Honey is still mourning the loss of a family member or someone very close to them. I'm not too sure if it's a family member or just someone very close, but Honey was not in rehearsals. And just like last week, she wasn't in rehearsals. This week, Honey was not able to perform at all.
Yeah.
That had me a little scared. I was like, it's hard enough with the people you have, but when you have someone missing, it can like create this weird energy where you feel like you're missing a limb, and sometimes things just doesn't go the way you want it to go, you know?
Agreed. It was like the House of Lux, because remember the House of Lux also had lost somebody, and you can see that.
And it really messed them up.
Yeah, and I was really nervous because let's say hypothetically speaking, if they were to end up at the bottom, we all would have not known who Shannon was going to choose because we don't know if Shannon was going to choose her damn self. She don't dance, and I love Shannon, so that would have been interesting.
You think if they ended up in the bottom, Shannon would have vogued for her team?
Imagine, no. We don't know if she was gonna- I think she probably would have picked. I would say Khalik. I think she would have picked Khalik, and I love Khalik. Like,
You think you're clever. Okay.
don't say.
All right, so they were short manned or whatever, but what do you think of the
Yeah.
performance?
Overall, I did like the performance. I really did. And I understand the judges' comments because I agree. Shannon could have done more because we've seen her do more with the old way duck walk. So I thought, yes, I agreed. The performance
First
overall
of all,
was strong.
I'm gonna just say this: Megan Thee Stallion was doing the most today. I think she felt pretty in her little Debrat getup, and you look pretty, so you have all right to feel pretty. But she was coming for my queen a little bit because she done gave the comment, "Oh, Shannon, you could do more on the stage, whatever, whatever," and I'm like, okay, fine. But then when everybody else came out, she kept repeating it like, I love how this mother was actually dancing. I love how that mother
Shade.
was actually dancing. I'm like,
Shade. Okay, wait. Hold on. I do agree with Megan's comment, though. Okay, I do agree. Shannon could have done more, especially since you're short a member. You could have at least attempted to do more. And I just again, performance only. It was strong. The opening was strong. The outfits I really didn't like as much, and I love the way Khalik flew like a damn crane in the sky, like when he hit that stage. And listen, Megan wasn't telling no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. It was the truth, Michael. Oh my god.
anyways, I am not blind. These are my actual notes from their performance. The performance was fun, however, it seemed short. Like, it felt like it just went by. I didn't love the outfits. The hip hop was lost on me. It could have been more hip hoppity hop hop. Didn't get that. This was not their best showing. So I know they didn't perform to standard today. And so I'm not crazy. I'm not a crazy fan that's like, even if you flop.
He's not delusional, y'all. He's not living the
No,
French vanilla
I am not.
fantasy.
Just because I like you, if you flop, you flopped. And they hit the water belly first this week.
So with that being
and it's
said,
not
Michael,
even the worst performance ever, but it's like for what they're used to giving us and what we expect of them, this was not it.
So with that being said, what's your score for this house?
I would have given them a 6.
I'm gagged. You mean you would have? Okay.
I didn't get the hip hop. The performance was like 1, 2. It was like an 8 count, and the performance was done. And then the outfits weren't bad, but they could have chosen something else to elevate the look. I just felt like it was too safe, and it came off boring.
Like bad old school 80s.
Okay, you're dragging them a little bit too much. It's not that bad. We're gonna move on right to Tisci.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, I have to mention this because this is this is key as to why I love Taraji. Taraji literally got up and was like, "Pick your hat up, pick your damn hat up." I love that about her. There's something very mothery about Taraji, just overall as an individual.
Oh, for sure. Because when they were getting the critiques, one of the members just couldn't take it. They were like
Khalik.
bawling and Khalik, So I like that moment when they're like reaffirming to them, like, this is not to say that you guys are horrible, because you guys are the superior house. It's just to say you have to do better.
No, time out, Mr. Superior House, okay? Because I felt like another team got robbed, but we gonna get into it.
Anyway, Tisci, how did they do?
Oh yeah, Tisci, the house that got robbed, bankrupt.
Okay, so this is what I felt about Tisci's performance. I love the Andy Warhol reference. It's a reference that's very clear to me. It's a reference I can automatically see and understand and relate to. I love the outfits. I thought the color blocking was really fun. I also love the performance, but I didn't see it as the best performance the show has ever had. When they said that, I was like, y'all are doing the most. It was a cute performance. It was a cute concept. Is it the best performance you've ever had on the show? Like, first of all, last season eats this season for freaking breakfast.
Oh, period.
In performances.
The choreography, it's so funny because this team remind me a lot of Balmain. And let me just explain why. Like the whole, when Mother was up in that big raft thing, when it was the 7 deadly sins, it reminded me of
Balmain did something like that.
Very similar. So they have like similar, and plus they're dancers. Balmain, they had a lot of dancers on their team. So I was like, okay, I can definitely see them having that vibe. But getting into the performance, I loved it. I love the outfits. The makeup was incredible. It was the best performance of the night, though. Hands down. They get 10s across for me. They deserve a perfect score. Point blank, period. I do agree that last season trumps. I don't want to say that word. Then eats the choreography this season.
Okay. I don't know about all of that. All I'm saying is it was cute or whatever. The performance was good. The looks were good. It all came together. I got the hip hop. I would have given them their 10s. I just don't agree with the whole best performance we've ever seen on the show.
Yep.
I don't need y'all to be using buzz stuff just for the sake of it to make.
It's kind of crazy though. Tisci, duh. And then Megan's comment, because this is something that you mentioned earlier. She did say to Mother Gia, I love to see that you're moving. You're a mother that moves and this and that. Yeah, I did get the, a little shady.
I was like, I get it, and I just didn't understand why she needed to keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Last season, Erica didn't do much, and they lived. They literally drank her bathwater, and to me,
But she's a
Shannon
pretty
is all,
girl.
and Shannon is about to be beautiful, and Shannon has
Woman.
been doing more
Woman.
freaking moves than a mother in the previous season who they lived
Mm.
for. And just because, okay, she came out at the end and she strutted, it wasn't bad by any means. I get it, you wanted more. You said your
Okay.
piece. Now move
Yep.
on from it. Megan, every time somebody comes out, this mother moved. Wow. And the other mother did what? Stand there looking pretty? No, she didn't. And you've seen her
Yeah.
move before.
Yeah. But
So,
yeah. But I will say this to end it off with Tisci. Y'all were
I
wrong.
want to talk
And y'all
about
should have been Superior
Miyake
House.
Mugler.
Oh, Miyake Mugler.
Now, Miyake Mugler, their concept was dope. I love the concept. I also liked the costumes, but La was
No tea, no shade. Law said what I was thinking. Law
he
said
came for Miss Tati's pants. I was like, why?
Yes.
Why are you coming for Atari like that?
It was very like
Delta, like
realness.
Delta.
It was very much like, would you like a glass of water?
Would you like some peanuts? Can I warm your towel for you?
Yeah, no. Depending on what class you in.
I saw the pant and I was like, it's not giving me the same era as everyone else. Even with the thing on her back, I was like, I don't know if it was necessary because it kind of makes you look too different from everyone else. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't have clocked her for Delta or Air
Yeah.
Hostess T. I wouldn't clock her for that. But overall, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I would have given them a good 8 or 9.
I gave him an 8. I'm not gonna sit here. Listen, Miyake Mugler, I love y'all at the house. The intro was not it for me. I felt like there were, because you're introducing the eras and each hip
Yeah,
hop move
you're
or
right.
whatever. It it was it could have been executed a lot better than the way they did it for the
Some of the
opening.
eras barely got any time to like get
Exactly.
their hip hop thing. I was like, and I
Exactly.
didn't love the basketball outfit. I was like, please, you could have chosen something better from the early 2000s. I didn't love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It
and
looked
then
a
it's
little
so
too
funny.
basic.
It's so interesting because a lot of the houses and their performances did it on Viv. Like if you notice that, I was like, "Come through on Viv, come on!" Like they were giving me but at the same time, it was like this house. Yeah, the execution could have been a lot better. I give him an 8, and I didn't really like the outfits. Yeah, the basketball outfit that you know, baby was wearing it could have been a lot better.
It could have been. I agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, an 8. An 8 is what they deserved. I feel like they came out with a total score of like 46. So right off the bat, they're like at number 2, and Tisci is Superior House
Yeah, and then Balenciaga
for that
at the
moment.
bottom. Yeah. There's a reason why I said it. Because
Yes, Balenciaga was at 41 at this point. They were the lowest scored house at this point. But God works in mysterious ways, and the Lord rewards
Doesn't he?
his children,
Doesn't he know?
his faithful
When
children.
Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. Come on.
All right, now Oricci. This was a little shocking for me, but okay. Oricci, I know you like live for them. Listen, I got my entire
Oricci.
life with the hip hop that they gave. They gave me hip hop from this house, and
When I
loved
tell
it.
you, baby, because Alora and I are from the same place. We from Harlem. Okay, I'm from Harlem, y'all. And you know, I know Laura, that's my good sis. When she started getting light, I was like, eh. I was like, if you know what getting light is,
All right,
no,
let me not dance.
especially
'Cause That's
Harlem.
embarrassing.
You know, Harlem, people get light. Like it's still a thing out here. So I was
Okay.
living for the performance. Now, with that being said, I felt like Alora and Omari Oricci carried the performance. I feel like they were the strongest dancers out of
They
the
were
group in
probably
terms of the hip
highlighted, but I
hop.
feel like everyone really carried their weight.
Mm.
I love their outfits, by the way. The outfits were very
Yeah,
popular for me. I was
the
like,
outfits were cute.
everything.
Yeah, except for the
And
makeup. I didn't really like the makeup. I didn't like that. I feel like other houses' makeup were a lot better compared to what they did to Oricci's face. I feel like they could have just instead of having little rainbows and just like the way it was painted, I feel like it could have been a lot better and smoother. But that's just my personal taste.
I didn't hate it. The only thing I really had a critique about is that Gillette is always in something more extravagant than everyone else.
Yeah,
And for that reason, sometimes I forget about the father of the house and I'm looking at Gillette all the time. Like,
yeah,
it always feels like there's a spotlight surrounding Gillette and Gillette is the
yeah.
mother of the house. And I'm
Yeah,
like, just for that
even
reason, I'm
Taraji
like,
assumed that.
yeah,
Taraji's
well,
like, "Come
exactly.
on, mother." I
Because
was
they
like,
highlight Gillette a lot, and Gillette
mhm.
gets these grand outfits, and it always sets Gillette apart from them. So it feels like they're the kids and Gillette's the mother, while the father is just the little petite, cute little thing, and looking
Right.
just like all the other backup dancers around Gillette. And I
Hmm.
feel like the father needs to showcase himself as the father and step out in
Yeah.
front as the father.
And you know what?
Hmm.
He is a sickening performer. Like the father, he is
I don't know how
Jamari.
sickening of a performer he is, but I do remember that
Oh, he's
video of him
sickening.
online fighting with a judge in the ballroom scene and like using a broom and stuff. I was like, you are a little hothead.
See, see, no, see, no, no comment.
I
But,
mean, that's what I remember.
but I will say this: with Gillette being in the middle and being highlighted, her performance was a little weak compared to her peers in the house, is what I was saying. Like, because if you're gonna highlight somebody, you're gonna like the way they highlighted Alora getting light and doing all these amazing moves was the same way I felt like they could have did with Gillette. Gillette could have came with a lot more energy. With that being said, I gave him a 9. I gave him a 9. I did love their outfits. I was with Day trying to steal their shoes. I was getting ready. You know, the ghetto was coming out, but it's overall a 9.
It was cute or whatever. I would have given them a 9 as well. I don't know if it was a full 10 performance.
Yeah.
Um, but for Comme des Garçons, this was disappointing for me.
I'm so happy you said it.
It was disappointing for me in a few ways. They got the critique to highlight Tonka, and they did that, and I was so happy that they did. But how they used Tonka was not effective, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
They had this man running around the stage, waking people up off the ground, and
Dragging
I
them up
didn't.
into position, into poses, like
Yeah, even at one point when Tonka pulled up the last person, he didn't even have space to like do anything. It looked clumsy. I feel like if we're gonna highlight him, put him in the center and
yeah.
have him dance, the actual dance, not just like
Have them
teetering
open up
around.
and y'all just lay there on the ground for like a good 30 seconds of your performance, knowing performance is
Half of the
already sore.
performance they were on the floor, and
Like,
they were like,
and then it
"Oh,
wasn't
Shannon,
clean.
you didn't listen. Shannon didn't do nothing. She just came in at the end." That's what Megan the Stallion said. However, I don't remember the name of the mother for this house, but she came in at the end and did a little
Sasha.
split. Sasha, a split underneath Tonka's left feet, and they gagged. The split was amazing. That was the
No, it
most
was
exciting part.
sickening. It was
The most
sickening.
exciting
But that was
part of
it.
the entire performance. Everything else was not it. The outfits were too white for me to consider it pop
Yeah.
art. It was just
Yeah.
like a little. It was like what I have on now, but take out the black. It was just like
It
white
was
and a little bit
this.
of color.
It was literally my damn fucking wallpaper. And
So I didn't live for that.
I didn't live
And then
either.
again, Megan was like mentioning it one more time. Oh, you did a split, and you are fierce, and some other people don't do nothing. Throwing shade at frickin' Shannon. I caught all of it.
Michael, you have a
Megan,
vendetta against Megan.
you
You
mother
have a
stallion.
vendetta. You have a vendetta against the stallion. I said it. So with Come to Go song performance, it was it was a little bit below average to me, so I gave him a 6. And it
I
was
would have
I
given them a
agree.
7.
It was a 6. Okay, let's be real. Tonka's dancing could have been a lot more cleaner. The performance overall, it was messy. They were out of sync in a lot of different places. Period. Yes, I like this house, but y'all was a mess. I'm gonna keep it a stack. The only thing that was sickening was Sasha splitting right through that leg, and that was it. That's the only part that was effective and highlighted, because you highlighted yourself and you highlighted Tonka as well. Y'all did that, but the same way Oricci highlights Gillette is the same way they could have did for Tonka. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
they need to take notes, because that's how you do it.
All right. Now, Comme des Garçons got a whole score of 48, sorry. So they got a
Yeah.
near perfect score. I don't think they deserved it, but it is what it is. The
Yeah.
second category of the night is body yaddy 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 yaddy. Okay, that part. And I'm not even going to talk about all the contestants that participated, because this was one member of the house had to represent for body, and you know the whole battle thing. You come, you get
Yep.
chopped, or you get tens. And there are only 2 people that I saw on that stage. Everyone else was like, I don't know why you're here. No offense, everyone is beautiful, their bodies are great, but there are only 2 people.
Only
on this
two,
entire
Michael.
I said what I said. Only 2 people.
I hope.
Only
I
2
hope.
people were
I
on
hope
that
these-
stage. I saw no one else.
I hope within these 2 people, Balenciaga ain't in there. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
I want to throw something, but I'm in my own space, and I'm not gonna mess up my house. I want to throw.
Imagine that. Like,
Oh my goodness. Okay. Balenciaga was the superior house last week, and they had an advantage. And this advantage afforded them the ability to chop any one team member from any house that they don't want to participate in the body category. And they chopped Tonka from the house of Comme des Garçons. And I thought that was super
Wow.
smart. I would have chopped him as well. What do you think?
nope. I thought they made the wrong decision.
Who do you think they
Hands
should have
down.
chopped?
Diego. Like, Diego, granted, we would have missed out on that blessing, but it's a competition. Like, listen, me knowing of Diego, and that is a fine man. You getting chopped, baby.
I
I'm sorry, I
thought
would have chopped him from
Tonka
walking.
was the perfect person to chop, because even though Diego is a
God.
sculpture, even though
This-
he's a sculpture, Tonka is a big, beautiful person. And as
is.
Shannon said, in 2021, this is the body. If
Period.
Diego walked out there shirtless and in a Speedo, confident as ever, he would have bodied everybody.
Oh, definitely, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
So
But
I
at
would
the
have
same
chopped him as
time,
well.
I don't know. It was something about Diego, like, hands down, me, Donald Diego, and that man is immaculate. Him or Dro?
Now, the 2 people I only saw on the stage because Tonka wasn't there, it was Diego, because Diego was serving me all the fantasies I've ever had in my head that I want to come to life. Diego was giving life. There was nothing out of
Praise.
place. There was nothing that everything was symmetrical. Everything was perfection. However,
Praise.
the other person that bodied the stage was Miss Shannon from Balenciaga.
She was
And
like,
Shannon
titties
was
out.
butt ass naked.
nah,
When I say
Shannon did
was
that.
naked, Shannon had on
Shannon
a
did that.
mesh black top with some pops of color, and there was not a bra underneath, not a panty underneath.
She had
Shannon
some
was
pasties. Yeah.
nude as the day she flew out of her mama. And
Oh my God, Michael.
she was on the floor twerking and like spread eagle in front of the judges. Megan couldn't even stand it. She couldn't even look. Megan always online talking like body yaddy yaddy and this and that and being all naked. She couldn't even take what Shannon was spewing out of her.
All right,
Like,
talk about, hold on, because Shannon was not the only person to body the body challenge. Okay.
Who
Dro
else? Who else
from
did you
Joe
like? Like
Joe Tisci.
the
I
floor is
love that
yours.
the makeup, and then the body, and then oh, the way Dro just walked out. It was just so sickening. He was everything. Him, Diego, and Shannon were definitely my highlights
So do you
of
think
the
that?
body category.
Okay.
But I do agree with Shannon's win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna take that away from Balenciaga. I do agree with Shannon's win. Shannon ate that hands down. I love me a nice curvy woman, and then the way she just presented herself and her confidence and her smile was
I
just
did not know
scary.
she was going to give it to us like that. I
Yeah,
thought
I
Shannon
was
was going to come
gassed.
out because she is such a demure woman
Yeah,
to the point sometimes I think she's a super shy. And I thought Shannon was
yeah.
going to come out like doing the little face thing, but Shannon came out like
And it's funny because I was
swinging.
nervous for Kylie. And the thing is, I was very, very proud of her to walk for her first time in body. I was really proud of her. Did she stand the chance against Shannon? No, she didn't. But I was very proud of her, and I had to applaud. I was like, yes, girl, you did that. They all did that, honestly. They were all amazing. So congratulations to all the houses for having the confidence to do that.
Yeah, anyone who walks body, like, props to you. Not everyone has the confidence to do it. And it's not about who
Right.
has the most symmetrical or perfectly sculpted gym body.
Yeah.
It's about who is confident enough in their body to showcase it to the world and sell it to you.
Agreed.
So, long story short, Shannon bodied the bodies and she won,
Body bag. Ah.
as she should. Good luck next time to all the other contestants. Shannon won 10 points for her team. Now remember, she was at 41 for Balenciaga, the
They were
lowest
the
scoring
lowest
team.
score.
With that 10 points, Balenciaga rose to 51, beating out Tisci
Tisci.
and whoever
Tisci.
else.
Tisci,
My
duh.
computer reading those. Beating out whoever else got their 50, Tisci and Oricci.
And Oricci.
So Balenciaga is once again the superior house.
Okay, let me just say this.
Say
Tisci
what
should
you
have
gotta
been
say.
Superior House. They should have been Superior House,
Boo.
point blank and period.
Boo.
But do you see how
Boo.
winning them 10 points can literally take you from the
Boo.
lowest to the highest? He don't care.
Boo.
He's like, I got,
Boo.
I got.
Duh.
That's Tisci, duh.
Yes. So Aga wins, and now we have the two bottom teams, which were Icon and Mugler, and they had to like battle it out in the redemption battle. This was the best redemption battle performance we've ever had since season 2 started.
Yeah, this season, this is probably the best battle. Hands down.
For sure.
I loved it. Loved it.
I really, really enjoyed Mugler more than I did Icon, because even though they both were
Agreed.
good, Icon was the father. I applauded him for like stepping up and doing what needed to be done, because it reminded me
Yeah.
of Jamari so much. And that's
Yeah.
the episode where Jamari's team was in the bottom last year, and Jamari said, "I'm the father. I'm going to be the one to fight for my kids."
Yep.
That's where I fell in love with Balmain and Jamari and his house, and from that moment on, I was carrying them all the way from episode 1. And so for
Yeah.
Icon to be like, I'm the father, I'm the one that's going to step up, I'm the one that's going to perform and save my house, I was like, work, I commend you for that. Now,
Again, it was commendable. It was amazing how he did
commendable. But I will say, some of those jump into the dip things, those jumps were tired. And it was a little crunch. No, like literally, you can tell he was tired. He looked as if he was exhausted.
He
He
was.
could barely get off the floor. And then going into the dips, I was like, oh my God, he's running on empty.
that. Especially when they had the
juice.
interactions too, when they were trying to intertwine and and dip.
I don't
It
know.
was
The fire died. So sometimes,
Yeah.
when you're like exhausted, it's like, ooh, but then it's a competition. So you have that extra fuel, even if it's not even
Yeah.
fuel, it's just like residual gas, like pushing you to the limit. He didn't have
Yeah.
that. It's like he burnt out.
Yeah.
and
Even
Miyake was
though
like eating him up.
Miyake ate it up, I will say this. Yes, Miyake Mugler deserved to stay. The judges already knew hands down. But
It's
I
what's
was
fair.
I was so mad I didn't get to see Tati battle. I was waiting to see Tati battle. I wanted Tati to battle so bad, but it's all good. It's all good.
Well, is
I'm all right.
Tati a better Voger than the other guy?
What I'm not gonna say better, but knowing of Tati in the ballroom, Tati battles and eats the house down.
I
The
guess they
house
knew they
down.
didn't have to pull out the big guns. They're like, we don't
Yeah,
really have to go that hard tonight.
yeah,
But sorry to see you go, Icons. You were really cute on
yeah.
the show.
Oh my god.
It's
Now
sad to
this
say,
house I'm
but
gonna miss.
who do you think's going next, though?
Okay, so we had six. Now we're down to five.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, who do we
And let's go.
have?
Let's go through it because
Yeah, who do
Icon
we
is
have?
gone. You have Comme des Garçons, Oricci, Miyake Mugler, Tisci, Balenciaga.
Oh my God, we're fucking already near the
Yeah,
top four, which I
and you
already
know
said.
my top four is everyone who's left except Oricci.
Same, that's my exact top four. But mind you, don't you find it interesting we haven't had a money ball yet?
Yeah, but no, I think that's gonna come maybe next week or the week after. Maybe top four gets to do that.
I really hope because they had too many balls in the first season, and I would have loved to see them compete for some money, so the stakes are a little bit higher. So to really see them really pull out everything, I would love to see a
It's
money ball.
I feel like even though this season has more houses, it feels just as short. I think it's because they
Yeah,
released like the first three episodes right
three
away. I was
episodes
like,
so quickly.
it just
Yeah,
made everything feel so much shorter.
yeah. But
I don't
I
know.
have a strong feeling. Ooh, I changed my mind, y'all. I know I said my top four there, but Oricci, but I changed my mind, y'all. Oricci's coming to slay, and they not playing. I have a feeling Comme des Garçons is going to get the chop next
Really,
episode. It's either that, and I don't want to be wrong, either that or Miyake Mugler. And
not Miyaki.
the only reason why I'm saying this is because just the way things are going right now, and Oricci has not been in the bottom yet. They haven't.
They've
Yeah,
been
they have not been
close.
in the.
They've
Yeah,
been
they've been
very
close, but
close.
they haven't been in the bottom.
I mean, there's
Mm,
always next week for them to be in the bottom. So
true, true. Oh my gosh, I just don't want to see. I do want to see. Actually, I'm being shady. I do want to see Balenciaga versus Miyake Mugler.
why would you even want
Baby,
my people in the bottom? Like,
baby,
what you know when
baby.
you're gonna be seeing Balenciaga versus Miyake Mugler at the finale when there's only two houses left standing.
I would hope.
That's where you're gonna see them.
Oh no 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 no
Apart
no
from
no
that,
no
you're
no
never
no no
gonna
no
see
no
them in the
no
bottom.
no no no. Tisci gonna make top two. Okay, don't count out my bitches from Tisci.
I
Don't count Tisci out. It's
don't
Tisci
think
the
so.
no. I know so. When Tisci up in that final, I'm gonna be like, Michael, how do you
And I
feel?
will be like,
And you know what's so interesting though?
rigged.
Balenciaga.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Balenciaga reminds me a lot of they remind me of Lon Vin, but
I
humbler.
knew you were gonna say it, but
Humbler. Like but humble. You get what I'm saying? Because Lon Vin last season were very cocky going into the final. Like, yeah, nobody can catch up to us, nobody can compete with us, and they're very
speaking
humble.
of cocky, Comme des Garçons got that critique, did they not?
Oh
Or no, it was Miyake.
wow.
I think it was Miyake Mugler. Miyake Mugler
No,
got
no, no,
that
no. I was
critique.
like, oh wow, like was it nobody thinking it was me after Blair. They were told that they're
Yeah,
cold.
they're
Yeah,
too
they were told
cold,
that they
and
were
I got
cold.
that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
but Comme des Garçons kind of has that thing about them too. A few
That air
teams have this
of
air of
arrogance.
we are better than everyone
Yep.
else, and we know it. Last season, they lived for it from
Lon
Lon
Vin.
Vin. This season, I guess they're like, we ain't want that cattiness up in here. I get it,
But
but I don't think it's like that bad for them to call it out. But I guess when they're on
yeah.
stage, they don't look humble. They look like,
Bitch, we know we the
give me my
shit.
tens, give me my tens, give
Yeah.
me my
Yeah,
tens.
yeah,
Which
we
is
know.
what you do when you're in ballroom. So I guess for the TV show's sake, they want people to be a little bit more humble because they feel like, well,
It's a show.
we have $100,000 dangling in front of you, so
Yeah.
know your place and know that we are above you, and
Yeah.
come.
It's a
at us with
show.
some
We need your
humility.
stories. Agreed. And Megan's comment to Miyake Mugler, yes, she gave him her vote, and yes, they did deserve to stay. And I would love to see more of this house. But it was just so heartbreaking to see Icon go because, yes, again,
Was
it's a
it,
TV
though?
show. They're gonna tell. It really was, because like I really, really like this house. Not because Jamil's cute, but this house is really, really like it's special. You could tell they're a loving house and they really do care for each other. And they really had me tear up towards the end. I felt them and where they were coming from. So I'm gonna miss you, Icon.
If there is an episode of Pose or Legendary that we ever shoot and you don't cry, I'm going to call the ambulance because something is wrong with you. You tear up for everything.
I do. I'm a sensitive but hard. I'm a Gemini. You know, that's what happens. You get the sensitive, then you get the hard.
Speaking of Gemini, the Gemini season is upon us. Shout out to all of you guys who watch us that are Geminis.
Hey, shout out
You
to
guys
my fellow
are-
Gemini brothers and sisters.
Yeah, Gemini people are evil.
Says
Shout out to
who?
you all.
Says who?
I just want to get
We
under
are
your skin.
delightful.
Delightful.
Yes, we are delightful.
Listen,
We're
I know
like
a
Sour
lot of
Patch
Geminis. Very that. I know a lot of Geminis, and y'all are a lot. Too much.
You know what?
You guys are too much. That's what you guys are.
Listen, I will say this about us. We get a bad rep. Okay, we get a bad rep. But let me say this: we are probably the best sign out there in the stratosphere. I'm gonna get so attacked today, and I don't care.
On that note, thank you guys so much for watching this week. Don't forget to follow Danny on Instagram and Twitter. He is hilarious and love everything he does. Now, before you go, click the notification bell because you need to know when we're dropping our videos every single week. Hit me up on Patreon and comment your favorite house and who you think is going to win. I am obviously Team Balenciaga. And if for some reason Balenciaga cannot complete their reign, then please give it to Miyake Mugler. Everyone else, eat dust. That was a joke. All right. Oh God, are you frozen? You're not frozen. Stop. Wait, what just happened?
It froze.
I thought you were doing a thing where you were like, "Oh, I'm frozen." Oh
No,
my
it literally
goodness.
froze. I was like, this, I was like,
he's like this for so long. I'm like, what?
no, because it just froze, and I'm like, Michael.
Technology. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Bye. Hey, beautiful humans. I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.